folks. So, happy week. I took a break yesterday. I didn't have a video yesterday, but so today I'm gonna see if I can make this nice and quick and sweet and fast. And let me put on my do not disturb here. I really don't. Can't have anyone interrupting right now. Okay. I'm probably froze for a little bit. So I got a Hoover PowerDash, and I want to find out what's going on. Why is it leaking? Okay, why is it leaking? What the hell is going on? So I am going to start. Actually, you know what? Before I start, bear with me. Okay. When I've been doing the verticals like these, I've been forgetting my format. I've been falling out of my format, right? And let me make sure that I recognize the folks that's been commenting and that may have questions about their machines. And then if I have an answer, I'll give it to you. And it may help someone who's listening. Who knows, right? So let's get over here and see what we got cooking. What do we have cooking here? All right. Okay. First up, this is from Flinful. FFF. That's a cool name. Flinful. Right? I don't think I've been courageous enough to come up with these clever names, man. I'm putting on my favorite gloves, by the way. Flinful says, there are a bunch of other videos about fixing this machine. All right. We're talking about the Hoover scrub, the spin scrub. And, but yours is the only one that explained how it works, which is very helpful. Had no idea that the brushes were run by air. Thank you. All right, well, that's positive. All right, that's great. I'm trying to see if I can find one that... Okay, how do you put the cover... Hold on. Okay, so how do you put back the top plastic part to cover the brush and the hydro steam bar? Ooh, man. I don't have one on me right now. I don't have one on me right now to demonstrate. I may do that later this evening. Okay, so this is Funny Mango. That's a cool name. All right, so I'll do another. You know what? I'll do another one this evening, and I'll break it down and put it back together. That's probably the only way, because, when you say plastic part covers the brush. Oh, okay. All right. I'll do one. So if you're listening, I'll catch you tomorrow. I mean, later this evening. Possibly, okay? All right? Hey, pretty light skin. Pretty light skin. It remind me of the 80s. Pretty light skin, that light skin. That pretty light skin thing. If you're in the Caribbean, they call light skin browning. That you're a browning. Those things, those names, man, they're crazy. Okay, mine is leaking all the way through. When I attach the tank, it just leaks all the way. Look at this. It kind of ties into what I'm about to do here. So now this is about a Bissell Revolution. Okay, I wish you guys can see what I'm looking at here. But I have my little laptop, and I'm just kind of reading. I'm just kind of reading that section right there, right? So mine is leaking all the way through. So when I attach the tank, it just leaks all the way. What can I do to fix that? Something isn't holding the water where it should be. The tank is fine. I've tested it, right? But as soon as I attach it, it runs all the way down to the floor. Please help. Much appreciation. Okay, so golly, man. I'm going to tell this person that I'm on a live right now. I don't even have the link. Maybe I can get the link. Let me reply. And maybe they can hear this right now. Okay? And they can come on. On a live right now, we'll cover, all right? And let me see if I can attach the link for this guy. Golly, I'm in all caps. Hey, dude, I'm not shouting at you, man. I just never turned the caps off. Yeah, I'm just gonna reply. No, people take stuff funny. I'm covering this right now live. Tune in. All right, and what I'll do is I will, what do you call it? I'm gonna find a way to get this link. I should be able to get it. Let me see something. Let me go back to my dashboard. Just bear with me, guys. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to make sure I cover all the stuff I'm supposed to cover during my format if I want to keep this consistent, and then I'll then we'll go from there. Okay, let me get this live feed, share it. Okay, here I am right now. All right now, and can I share this? And I can give it to this guy so I can probably see if I can help him answer his question, okay? All right, so believe it or not, it's really the same thing that's happening to this, well, somewhat the same thing. Hopefully, I can, the question could be solved. All right, let me copy the link, copy, and let me see if I can post it in this guy's, let me see what I can do, man, damn. Golly, I tell you. All right, I'm gonna have to do it. Damn it. I'm gonna slow down, bro. All right, who's there saying what's up? Ahmed, what's up? All right, what's up, Ahmed? I got somebody coming in, Ahmed, and I may end up having to mute the the video. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna reply one more time to this guy with the link. All right. Hello. How's it going? All right. Hey guys. I'm gonna mute this real quick. Give me a millisecond, all right? And I'm all right, guys. So, yeah, let's get started. So this is what you do. Some people don't have one of these as a backup, like so they won't have a second one. There's something I already noticed. All right. So even with that past video here, the guy said that the tank is fine. It's possible that the tank is fine. Okay. Where are you from? Oh, me. Oh, I'm from the Caribbean, man. I'm from Antigua. All right. Yeah. I'm from Antigua. 1980, like long. So I'm literally American. Well, I'm a citizen, but still big up to Antiguans and all the people from the Caribbean. But yeah, man, I'm all in. So I'm here. But here we go. Let me tell you what's happening, okay? I think this might be the problem right here. Now, I could be wrong, but so far, I don't have any evidence that they've changed the tank setup over the years or over the whatever, how long this has been out. But this is from a new tank, okay? See that gasket? And this is what he's working with, right? So this is the start. I will start here. I'm assuming that this is the start. It could be leaking because of that. The leak could be because the water is overflowing. Let's see. Now this guy's leak, most likely his leak is the auto receiver that sits right beneath his Bissell. Okay? Holy cow. 1 second, guys. Monroe Vacuums, I can help you? No. No, no, actually, I think when we first opened, we did. That's 2011. But no, we don't anymore. Yeah, sure, no problem. Right. Okay, so let's put the machine up here and see what it's doing, and then we can compare and see what's happening because you may be going through the same thing, and who knows? All right. Okay, let me see what's happening. Where is it leaking from? I don't see any leak yet. Okay. All right, so this is what I'll try to do. I'm going to squeeze the trigger and see if I have a mat here. So I have this mat so I don't mess up my table. I don't see a leak right now. All right. So I'm gonna tilt it back. I'm gonna go through all the motions as if we're actually cleaning, right? For a second. Okay. All right. And no leak yet. Okay, squeeze the trigger. Okay, now I know the water's coming down. All right. I don't see the leak. I don't see the leak. Let me see something. The water is still coming, and I'm not squeezing. Maybe let me squeeze. Let me see if it comes out even thicker when I squeeze. Hold on. Yeah, I guess that's just residual. So it's still dripping. That's just residual stuff. If I squeeze the trigger, a lot comes out. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't see it. All right, man. So let me do my due diligence, okay? I'm gonna go into and see what's sitting under here, and let's see what's going on. But when it comes to Bissell's, this gasket is like extremely important, okay? I wonder if this thing is backwards, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Now this is a Hoover, but I know Bissell's, the gasket is like extremely important. You know what I think? I think this part of the gasket, I think they were trying to clean it, and this part is sitting underneath the cap. That's what I think. Let me open this up. No. No, I'm wrong. There's no room under there. If they did, they pulled out a stunt. Look at that. There's no room. So you can't, you know what I was thinking, right? Like that part was, unless this old style this is an old style or something. Look at this. Because you would think that it would be all the way up to the top. The way it is here. Okay? Okay? So, I don't know. All right, let me see if it moves. Can it move? Can it come out? Did they push it out by accident and try to put it back in? Let me see if I can pop this out. No, you would have had to gone through. No, wait, man. Yeah, there is something wrong. There is something wrong here. There is something wrong here. The cap is the problem. Yeah, the cap is the problem. Let me see. Let me open this cap. Everything is different. Look at this. This whole thing is like inverted or something. See that? That's out. Okay? And this is in. Yeah. All right. Let me do this. I may have to replace this cap altogether, but let me try this. I'm gonna try this, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't work, then what can you do, right? I tried, and then we'll just replace this cap. All right. Now, but as for that Bissell Revolution, the auto receiver, I believe that's the problem. The thing is, they don't sell the auto receiver. Okay, you could probably look on eBay for an auto receiver, but the only way to get to it is to take the machine apart. It's to take the whole siding and everything off the sides apart, the front and everything else. You can get access to that auto receiver and then swap it out if you get another one from eBay. But at least you can take it apart and rest your tank on it and see what's happening on the inside. Okay, like an X-ray, but without an X-ray machine. You literally have to, and that's what I was gonna do with this one here. But I really do believe this is the culprit. I believe this guy is the culprit. It's something is just not right with it. Okay, so I'm gonna assume he's the culprit right now. Okay, let me swap this out. This is mine. And I want, you know what I want to do? Let me check the schematics and see if they actually sell these things separately. The caps, or you have to buy, isn't that a shame? Or you have to buy it with the tank. Okay. Sometimes you can. A lot of times, Bissell's you can with these, but let me double check and see what we can find here. All right. But that's the order that I go in, guys. When I'm trying to diagnose these things, I start at the very base of what this thing is supposed, like what is it supposed to be doing, right? It's supposed, the brush is supposed to be turning. Okay, great. What controls the brush, right? There's a switch up here that controls the brush. All right. And is there a light indicator that will tell you that the power is getting to the brush? Yeah, there's a little green light at the bottom. Okay, great. You know what I mean? So we kind of take out da 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 da, and then you can move your way through it. And you use this formula with just about every problem you're trying to solve, right? Just just kind of use it up like that. All right. Oh my God, this thing here. Please don't give me a hard time about logging in. Okay, great. All right, so now let me let me look for my let me look into my parts catalog here, and let me see if we can buy these parts separately. Okay. All right. So if you have one of these PowerDash, it should be something like FH50 something, FH507 or something like that. So that's the model number, right? FH507, and this one is 700, and we have another letter on it, right? This is good, 700. All right, what do we have? Pet cleaner. Okay, I need the schematics. Okay, and okay, so guess what I found? You can't buy the nozzle by itself. Okay, let me see if I can get up here. See that? Okay, you can buy the tank right in the middle there, but you can't buy it by itself. All right, so yeah, okay, so that means I can't just give this guy this. I can't say, all right, I give him this, because I can't replace it. All right, you literally have to buy a tank. Okay, that's really what it is. Let me but I'm gonna check it anyway. I'm gonna put it on here. Okay. Squeeze the trigger. Make sure the water comes out all the same. That means it's not a different design. Let me see. It might be a different design. Do I still have water? Yeah. Holy cow! It's not really coming out. Look at that. That may be. It may be. See, I told you. It might be a totally different design. Holy cow, man! Let me see something. Not really. I think I just wasn't squeezing it down hard enough. Okay. All right. Okay. So we just need a new tank. Solve that problem. Okay. Look at that. We didn't have to go any further. But if you do have to go further, let me show you how these things work. Sometimes, and if you can go through, let me see. Let's do it, man. Let's have some fun. All right. If you're here for the fun, let's have some fun real quick and let's find out what's going on. Let me move this all my water stuff out of the way. And let's break this thing down, man. Let's see, because sometimes it isn't just as simple as replacing your cap. Sometimes it is something going on inside here, and maybe we should see what actually goes on the inside of here. And I might as well educate on that. And let's keep this rocking and rolling, okay? It's not plugged in. Let's go. All right, so take out this screw here. Let's see. You know what's funny? I've never been into this section of the machine. Most of the problem with these machines has always been down at the motor. Okay? Wear my favorite glove, guys. This is my Venom steel gloves. So, okay. So, while I'm taking these screws out, let me have you ponder something, right? So I think it's Milwaukee. I think it's Milwaukee. I forgot the name of the area, but I think it's Milwaukee. Right? Where they're protesting a store closing. A couple of stores are closing, right? In Milwaukee. I think they're owned by Kroger, right? And I totally understand the gripe that people have and the fear that people would have, I guess. But protesting a store closing, it's almost like you're addicted to protesting. How do you protest a store closing? Who came up with this idea and got all these people jacked up and believe that protesting a store who is not showing a profit, protesting them closing, what do you? I don't get the thinking behind that. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think people are addicted to protesting, and people are addicted to being victims. Honestly, because even if you're a victim, you fight, right? You find a way. You find a way. You survive. You find a way. Even if you're a victim of something, you don't just stand there and just pout and I'm a victim. No, they've been teaching these folks here in America to be perpetual victims. Like the solution is in protesting. That's stupid. What are you doing? Protest closing. We're not making any money. We got to close. We're going to protest. What are you going to do? I mean, come on, man. I can understand if someone treated you bad in a store, and then that store, you're protesting that store. Like, don't shop here because, these guys treat us bad. All right, I get that protest. I get that. But the store's closing. And you're going to protest. Are you going to give them money to stay? I think I would like that. You know what? I think I would like that. I think that if I told the town, if I told the town that I'm leaving, and the town said, hell no, we're going to make sure you find a way to stay. How much you need? Maybe, maybe I should try that on my own. Hell no, Wayne, you can't go, Wayne. Hell no, you won't go. Hell no, you can't go. And then they pay me to stay. Maybe that's a good idea. All right, here we go. I'm being a little silly on it, but again, I don't get the whole protesting. I don't get why you're protesting. And maybe you just give attention to people or something, so people can see it and people can care about it. Maybe that's a good. Maybe that's what they're looking for, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, here we go, guys. All right, so I took all the screws out. I took the handle out, all right? Okay. I don't know if anybody's there, but if you are, thanks for hanging out. All right, a couple of people came and say hi and probably kind of went out, and that's fine. Okay, let's see what we have to do now. There's some resistance here, all right? When you have resistance like this, you don't just don't show just something's holding on to it. So now we just feel around, okay? Let's see where else, where can I find some slackness here? Let me see. Okay, those two screws are out. This one's not quite out, but it's out. Okay, let me go to the front. Okay, do I have to release this thing? Do I have to lie it down? Do I have to come underneath? It looked like I can come underneath. Okay, look like I have a little bit of space underneath here. Okay, what else? Okay, do I pull and pull at the same time? Okay, look at that. I'm trying to pull it up. Okay, don't yank it because I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Is it clipped? Don't want to break it, right? And like I said, it's my first time in. So this is, when you see me messing with machines for the first time, this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm really just tippy-toeing around these things. This up here, okay, so whatever it is, this is solid right here. This section, whatever's behind here, is in tight, okay? I could tell you why I was in tight. Now that I know why I was in tight, I'm gonna use a flathead, my trusty flathead, to clamp the other side. Maybe I could squeeze it. I have to push it this way and get it out. Hold on, let's see. Let me see if I can separate it. There's a clip holding it. I'm gonna show you what I mean. You see that little clip right there? On the other side is the same kind of clip. So I don't want to just yank it, because if you yank it, then you break this piece here, and then now it doesn't hold, right? So I'm trying to push it away from the cover while pulling it out. I may have to use the flathead. Hold on, let me go underneath. Just didn't want to leave you guys there, so I'm holding on. Got it. Okay, so it's off. So just at least you know, if you ever have to if you ever have to go into this thing, you're gonna have these two clips at the top. So you may have to get something flat and just kind of pry it like that, you know, to get it out. But it's up here, about an inch down from the top here. And then you have your screws, which are very basic stuff. Okay, and now this can come right off. Now you can see what's happening underneath here, because sometimes the leak could be, let me put this on. Actually, let me put the right one on, all right? Let me put the right one on. This is the one that came with it, okay? One that came with it. Let me put this one on. Okay, now let's turn around. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Ah, there's the leak. There's a leak. There's a leak. There it is right there. You know what, oh, let me stop. You know what this felt like just now, we just went through? You know when you get a car and you take it to the mechanic and it doesn't quite do the same thing that you were complaining about, and you're like, I'm telling you, man, there's a noise. There's a noise there, man. You have to drive it. And it's like, I don't hear nothing, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. So if I had tested it like right away, you know, and I said, nah, man, I don't see no leak. You know, the guy take it back home and it starts leaking again. So let's take off this cap again. So you saw the leak just now coming down here, right? Let's do it again. And let's put on the other cap. And now we can verify and make sure it's nothing else. No leak. Okay? So if you have this problem, it's more likely, especially when people say, yeah, I tested the tank is fine. Sometimes it's not just the tank itself. Sometimes it's the gasket in the tank. Sometimes it's the way these things are set up. Look at that. Oh, now it's leaking. And it's leaking again. Can you see it? See the water? Okay. Pull this out of here. Okay? And that's it. So, solution, we need a tank. All right, guys? So I hope that helped. I hope this was good information for somebody out there. What else? What else? I think that was it for now. I think I just wanted to cover this. The issues with this remain the same. If you have a motor problem, I think motors are now becoming more and more available. Sometimes it could be the fuse, but again, the fuse is necessary for the motor. The fuse is a warning system. It either is going to cut the motor off if there's a problem. It's a real problem with this motor. The fuse is designed to cut off the motor so you don't have a fire. That's what the fuse is for. Can it operate without the fuse? Yes, it can. A lot of vacuums operate without the fuse. Okay, just a regular power switch, and a line right to the motor. No fuse in between. But some vacuums need the fuse, as a safety. So, that's going to be on the individual if they decide they want to use this without that fuse, because sometimes the fuse will solve the problem. But sometimes the fuse is an indicator. If the fuse blew, that's indicating that something is wrong with the motor, if you get what I'm saying. So I don't want to push you down that road, okay? Just replace the whole motor, and it comes with a fuse. It's supposed, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But that's it. All right, folks. Depends if you buy it on Amazon or eBay or something like that. It may come with the fuse. It may come without the fuse. But don't feel like you absolutely cannot operate it without the fuse. Wait a second. If you gave up on this video early, I misled you, and I'm sorry. I apologize. You can buy the part separate, the cap. You can buy the cap separate. Let me see if it's actually available. Hold on. Let me see if it's available. You would think I have glasses and I would see. What is my price? What's the deal, man? Holy cow. Let me click on this. Let me see if I have access to it through my folks. Hold on. I'm gonna check real quick. Let's see if I can just get it, and if anyone needs this cap, let me know. Let me see how easy it is for me to get it, okay? That's wow. And it was right in front of my face. Golly. Isn't that how yeah, I can get it. I can get it. But I am correct though. Look, this is how the cap comes. I am correct. I wasn't telling you a story. Look at the cap. You see how close? It's the same as the replacement cap I just showed you. Okay? So this setup is wrong. All right? This setup is wrong. This is how it's supposed to go. And I'm not sure how they got it like that, because it looked like the whole bottom is missing of theirs. And I don't know how you can get in there. See that? Like the whole bottom part of that lip is missing. And it feels like the lip is underneath the cap. I'd be perfectly honest with you, man. See, now I'm curious. Now I'm really curious. Now I really want to open this cap. Now I'm really curious, right? Where's my flathead? Let me get my flathead. Let me get my flathead. Because I knew I was, my instincts told me, man. It's like, nah, man, this thing is underneath the cap. Somehow these open this thing and put it back together or something. And then put it back together wrong. That's what I think. I could be wrong though, but it seems weird that the way it's positioned just looks wrong, man. Look, I got it off, right? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you that's what How many times in your lifetime did you say to yourself, you know what? I knew I knew I shouldn't have done that. Or I knew I was right about that. And you didn't listen, and later on you're like, holy cow, I'm paying the price for not listening to my own conscience or instinct. Trust your instinct, right? Trust it. It works. It's working. It works for a reason. Look at this, man. Okay. We still need one though. Because this is still messed up. You see this section here? You see that little look like a volcano part? Not the white part. It's missing. It's missing. And I either it's inverted, that means it's inside this thing, which is possible. Let me take all this out. You'll see where it is. Coño. Okay, let me try something, all right? I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put this in, right? Now that it's in, and that is showing, I'm gonna insert this in here. Can you imagine if I fix this and we don't even need to? Ah, Rasclat. All right. All right. All right, all right. Give me a second. Give me a second, Star. Give me a second. Somebody's coming in. All right, guys, I'm done. I think it's fixed. All right. Okay. Hey, man, how's it going?
Is this Wayne?
This is Wayne.
This is Dan.
Hey, Dan.
I just talked to you. I don't know why, I had a hell of a time finding this.
Oh, yeah?
It said take a left on West, it's a rental car. It said take a left on West Roosevelt. And I started coming down, and I thought, wait a minute, where's 622? And I kept looking for Bundy. I turned into that. And then I got in here, and there's all these 622.
Yeah.
And all I see is Kirby, not.
Talk to me.
This is
yes,
the
sir,
main
yeah.
machine.
Yeah,
And see,
this is the guy.
I don't know about that. I tried to take that. I got it out,
yeah.
and then I didn't want to pull it up and
No, I understand.
mess it up. So I said,
understand.
that's when I said, I'm going to call the gentleman.
Yeah.
And
This is the part that's probably broken here. Some clip off of this guy. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I said if you can take it off or what.
I'm going to give it a shot.
But-
Don't worry.
And I brought this so that, because what was happening was,
Yeah.
can it work with that
No.
thing down?
No, you need the seal. The suction will just be shot.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me write it up real quick.
And that's-
Actually, you know what? Let me do this for you. I'm gonna give you this, and you're gonna write your name and right there. How long you've had this?
Not even a year.
Oh wow. Okay. Name and phone number, and I'll do the rest. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right where it says problem?
Yeah. Just put name and phone number anywhere on there, and I'll just use it for the rest. Oh, you need a better pen, right?
I need one that works, please.
Hey, how about that? Okay, how's that one? It's a little, yeah. There you go. So, is that what is that? New Jersey, New York, Long Island accent? Which one? Somewhere up there?
I originally from the Philly area.
Oh, from Philly.
Just outside of Philadelphia.
Okay.
But Lord knows, 26 years in the Army, so I've been all over the damn place, so I could have any kind of accent.
Yeah, okay.
And you want a phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna give you this ticket down here, right? Let's get the Dyson stick. Okay. All right, I'll take care of it, okay? And so no wand and no
Is there
power
any
right?
way to look at that now to see if it? See, I tried to fit it back in.
Okay. This one.
If I unscrew that, would it?
Well, all right. Let me. You know what? Give me a second. I was wrapping up a
You finish,
kind of a
finish,
thing here.
finish that. If I could wait a second, and you could, like I said, I tried to take it off, and I was just afraid. Once I got the screw out,
Yeah.
it wasn't coming out, and I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to break it.
Gotcha.
The whole thing. So.
All right. All right. So give me a second. Let me just sign off here, and then I will get right on this for you because you're here now. So let's take advantage of that, right?
That's what I'm asking. If you can.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind paying for all the work, but I just.
All righty.
And it's a miserable day